If you're a rising high school senior, you're probably starting to think about what colleges you want to apply to, and more specifically, how many colleges you should be applying to. While everybody's answer to that question is going to be slightly different, there are a couple things that you should consider in order to make that decision. The first thing that you should do is put all of the schools that you think you might apply to into certain categories based on the likelihood of you getting in. The first category of schools is going to be safety schools. These are schools that maybe aren't your ideal situation, but maybe they're very economical for you, or there's just a really high likelihood that you'll be accepted. So those would fall into that category. Next, think about match schools for you. That would be kind of more ideal situations, whether they have programs you're really interested in, or, still there's a pretty good chance you'll get accepted, but, not a sure thing, which any college is not necessarily a sure thing of acceptance, by the way. And then finally, you have your reach schools, which are going to be schools that either have a really low acceptance rate, so it might not be as feasible or easy to get in, or maybe they are really expensive, so you might have to rely on some financial aid or scholarships. But either way, all of these categories are good to know when you're applying, because they'll make your decision making a little easier. Now, as for how many schools you should be applying to, like I said, everyone's number is going to be different, and that's based on a lot of factors. But probably the number one factor is the cost of application. Now, the average cost to apply to a school is going to be around $50 USD. And so, if you're applying to a lot of schools, that number is going to rack up pretty quickly. Now, I will say most experts do recommend applying to around 10 schools. That way you'll get a few safety options, a few match options, and then a few reach options as well. But that being said, like I mentioned before, it can be an expensive process, so if that can be kind of a game changer for you, start looking into fee waivers for your applications. These fee waivers are usually based on your family's income, but if you're unsure if you qualify or not, it never hurts to just ask, so always look into that and see if that's an option for you. To find out more, make sure to check out the full article in the comments below, and if you guys have any other questions about anything college related, make sure to drop them in the comments as well.